Alright, let the Kiki cording begin, shall we? Oh. Oh, Kiki Cord, I've missed you. I've missed you, Kiki Cord. And been so long. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Do 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 do. It isn't a real Kiki Cord hand though until you open it up and you go, ooh, we do Razorverge Thicket. It isn't a real chord hand until you've got Fire-Lit Thicket and Basic Plains as your only two lands, and you're like, what cruel hell has this led to? Basic Forest Aether Vial. Shit Bears? Maybe? Probably Leonin Arbiter deck. Sure. So they have another one drop. Humans doesn't usually play a forest. Usually they play plains. If we hit a fetch land next turn, the Eternal Witness rebuys it, and then that gets us to 4 mana cleanly, which would be nice. Like Curving Witness into Pia into Chord is very powerful. Wall of Omens into a land would also be great. Unfortunately, looks like we're going to mulligan to 5 and then miss a bunch of land drops and die. I guess they don't really have anything going on either, so can't complain too much. They didn't have a collected company or anything like that here. A Deckmaster 3231. Thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here. Wow. They just have like a bunch of Path to Exiles or something in their hand? They just see 2 new cards here. And I really feel like if it would have hit last turn, we'd be in a pretty good spot. How many lands are in this build? Are 23? 22? Yeah, there should probably be 23 lands. The end of my time, all the Kiki Cord lists had 23 lands. Cast a spell and we'll concede. Activate Aether Vial and we'll concede. I guess I don't really know what they're doing yet, so I should probably play a little bit longer to get more information. Yeah, it just looks like some kind of Hate Bears deck. They're getting rid of one of their own lands for a turn. Sure. Alright, fast forward to the part where we draw lands, right? Like, we're really unlikely to win here, but I kind of feel like I just, like, want more information about what their deck is doing, right? Bueller? This is a Resto, or what Leaf Liege? Probably a Resto. Gives me enough information about what they have going on. Just get to the next one here. This type of matchup's generally pretty good for us because their deck just like has a lot of medium stuff in it, and our deck has more reasonable cards in it, generally speaking. To trim some of our random bullets that aren't very good here. Pridemage is whatever. Baloth is whatever. Eidolon is pretty slow. Cunning Sparkmage is pretty okay, right? Like they're a Bird's Flicker Wisp deck. Yeah, block Path our Spirit is whatever. We're not actually winning that game. Reveillark's kind of clunky. The flying is nice, but in general the body's kind of clunky. Spellskite is probably slow. Revoker naming Vial is too cute. Alright, let's try this. Touch more spot removal. I'll draw some lands and run them over. They're definitely not humans, or some kind of mid-range deck. They had Flicker Wisp and Restoration Angels. I kind of wish we had a third Restoration Angel. Speaking of Restoration Angels, makes these Wall of Omens a lot better if we had more of my pretty lady. Yep, this is certainly a hand. Roots onto probably off a Sacred Foundry here. I've got an Enigma Drake Surgical. That's every. Witness is actually a pretty okay draw here because we can use Witness off of Wall of Roots to grab this Windswept Heath back if we're gonna miss a land drop here. Worship's interesting. Okay, maybe I should have Pridemage in my deck. The odds to turn 4 combo are really low. Just because we need to, like, we'd have to hit running lands and one has to be a red source. Yeah, I think you're right that I should have a Pridemage in my deck still. You have 2 Noble Hierarchs again? 3 Noble Hierarchs? So, here's the Wall of Roots bug. You see how I can't click on Wall of Roots even though it's a mana source? When I click on my spell, I can't click on Wall of Roots afterwards. So I have to float mana with Wall of Roots and then cast my spell, which means that should I want to, what's the word I'm searching for? Should I want to use it with Chord of Calling while it's at 1 toughness, I actually can't. We don't have a second copy of Kiki-Jiki in our deck. Because drawing a second copy of Kiki-Jiki sucks. Take a 10-minute break. You know, just get to tell me to jam random cards in my deck without telling me why. Not allowed here. I'll show you the inverse. In my experience, Village Bellringer is a really shitty card in decks like this because a 1/4 that flashes in is a very mediocre body slash stat size. And don't you dare Ghost Quarter me. Don't you do it. Have a heart. On top of the body being unimpressive. God, fuck. So we're getting punished for not fetching untapped. Oh. So the 1/4 body, if you're trying to combo better or more efficient, are they gonna path? My God, bless America. That's so aggressive. God bless us, everyone. God bless us, everyone. Go. Yeah, we should have Eldritch Evolution, the Eternal Witness for a Thragtusk, right? That was the line. The line we should have taken. They are down to 2 cards in their hand. God, that's good. Alright, so probably chumping here. It's actually a vegetable pot pie. I don't eat meat. It was very good. Amy's frozen meals are excellent. Yeah, that's the joke. Lanoid. That's the joke. It's really good. We hit an untapped land. We can kill them. We might be dead inside of combat here, though, right? Might be dead inside of combat. I'm gonna block, so we're gonna take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they draw a land, things end very badly for us. I do an untapped land explicitly. I want to draw like Razorverge Thicket here. Also need to dodge Flicker Wisp. Yeah, Rex Sage is definitely better than Pridemage in this matchup. I agree with that assessment. Are they only attacking with the Golem? That's so good for us. What's going on, Interonics? Catching us right at the start of the last league of the night. First match. We'll blink this. I think I'm just rebuying my Eternal Witness here. Oh my god. Alright, basic land, Razor or Fire-Lit Thicket, please. Need a basic land or a Fire-Lit Thicket. Before they played the second copy of this, we could have paid to fetched and then cast Eldritch Evolution, but because they drew another copy of that, that's no longer an option. You can just play a fetch land and pass here. You just have to hope they mess up combat. We can't activate Gavany Township, which is good for us at least. I don't think we're definitely not dead on board. The question is, can we survive this combat step and crack the fetch without losing the Restoration Angel? Tapped land is the best possible draw for us. I don't know if that means we're dead or not, though. I think we're dead to an alpha here. They're pretty far ahead. They might not attack with everything here. Yeah, this is great for us. And by great for us, I mean we've killed them. So they have no cards in their hand, right? They're just going to activate this. I'm going to pay for this, crack my fetch, untap, play my goblin, and kill them. Alrighty. I mean, like, they don't know that we have the Kiki-Jiki in hand, so, like... They don't know that they're dead next turn. Like, if they knew they're dead next turn, they take a more aggressive attack there, right? They don't have any cards in their hand. They were just dead there. Alright, I think people are right that I want one or both of these effects, and I think I want to trim some of my search effects here. I think I want to trim some of these. Do I want this Baloth? Is this Baloth better than one of my Chord of Callings? It might be, right? I think I want 4 search effects. Yeah, let's just do this. This. His hand is so bad against turn 2 Cat Jesus, but it's really good in general. They have so many varying converted mana costs that I don't think Engineered Explosives is very good. I'm gonna keep this, but we could definitely get punished for keeping it. Leonin Arbiter. They mulligan to 6 and scryed top. Really want to draw non-fetch lands here. Perfect. Perfect. Ding. Rise are done. Boom, 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 boom. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. God, that's good for us. It's so good for us, chat. This is a little bit bad against Path to Exile, but by playing the Courser out this turn, next turn I can use the Wall of Omens to draw a spell off the top of my deck. Also, if they want to ramp me here into like my Pia and other stuff, that's pretty good for us. Like one less path for like my bigger threats. It's gonna suck a little bit not having the health gain from this, but sweet. No path is great. So we get 2 shots. We get 2 shots at a path here, at a land on top for free next turn because of this Wall of Omens. Did you catch Jesus? Okay. I'll do this. See what we get. It's not a bad one to have on top. There's a deck list on your screen. Hey, Kyle Knott with the 6-month Tier 1 resubscription. Thank you very much. Half a year. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here. So thank you for that. Opponent missed a land drop here, so this Reclamation Sage should be pretty brutal on this Aether Vial. Yeah, definitely. We stumbled and fumbled in the first couple games, and like this was the only game in this match we had a Birds of Paradise on one, right? Believe it or not, your Birds of Paradise deck has a much better opener when you have Birds of Paradise on one. Opponent down casually 8 minutes on clock. You've pathed my Courser. He's dead, Jim. Alright, I'm gonna pay for this. Crack this fetch. Grab this mountain. Cast this Rex Sage. See if they have another 2-drop here or not. Voice of their own. Interesting. How well, do you say this deck is positioned in the current format? I have no idea. It's been a really long time since I've played this type of configuration of this archetype. It's probably not terrible against a deck like Humans. It's probably honestly not terrible against Hollowed One either, but like how much those decks represent in the format is like a real question. Yeah, if I path the Arbiter, they get to search for a land. Because the Arbiter is gone when they go to search their library. If I path the Voice of Resurgence, they wouldn't get to search for a land though, so that's appealing. As Pia and Kiran Nalaar will likely quickly be able to run away with the game starting next turn, which is nice. Looting the Courser does suck, because there was going to be card advantage and incidental health gain. Do you want to wasteland me? You can. You can wasteland me. Probably won't end well for you, because you need some lands here, but wastelanding me is an option. It's an okay draw. I think I'm just slamming this, and I'm gonna move in. No, you're not a bad person at all for wanting to play the best deck in the format. Give yourself the best chance to win. My voice is just like way better than their voice, right? Pretty sure my voice is just unblockable here. I think I should have offered this trade last turn. They like even before the Pia. Or I should have offered this trade before playing the Pia this turn, right? Like my sequencing was kind of loose here. Like they might take this trade if they don't know I have the Pia and Kiran Nalaar coming down. Which makes my sequencing kind of bad. Opponent continuing to miss on lands is very good for us. With this Eternal Witness in my hand, I'm gonna keep being aggressive here, I think. I think that's probably TMI Anoronics. Probably TMI. I guess Selfless Spirit is just another evasive threat here, right? Just like play this and go. Feel like with these, if we didn't have these paths in hand, we might be able to fall far enough behind in this that our opponent could catch back up, but I feel like with the paths we have this pretty locked up. Oh, the old Ghost Quarter me to get the land untapped so they could probably play Flicker Wiz. What's going on, Apprentice? Howdy. Block your 2/2 with my 0/4. Well met. Wall of Omens confirmed. I actually think the uptick of Bloodbraid Elf in the format has made Wall of Omens a little bit better, right? Because it's just like it's an 0/4 that replaces itself that draws other stuff. Are they dead? I think they're dead on board, right? Or they're dead, not dead on board, but they're dead to the cards in my hand. I get to go path this, attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then throw a token at them. Right? That's lethal. Path you. 10 ball plus 2 is 12. Yep. Yeah, did math right. Getcha. Alright, sweet. Kiki's on the scoreboard. 1-0. Well on our way to being a 3-2 deck. Thank you for everybody's hanging out here tonight at the end of a Saturday. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time TCG player and content producer here on Twitch. If you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. You can also support my stuff by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code HOAGLAND PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anironix, Justin, and you. Anironix likes to remind you at the very least, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when I go live and with what. I always try and put the name of the deck that we are playing in the stream title, so you can kind of know when I go live what we're going to be playing, so you know if you can catch it live. And if you can't catch it live, be sure to catch the replay on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. I always upload all of my videos there, and you can check them out. Mods cannot time out other mods, only the broadcaster. What desk do I have? I have this desk. Speaking of, I hope everybody enjoyed the ride up there. Pia and Kiran Nalaar are very good. Yeah, this deck probably gets better with Damping Sphere. You can probably like replace these Crumble to Dust and some of these Stony Silences with Damping Sphere. It's pretty good. Basic Plains, huh? Raging Ravine, go. Apprentice, you guys how many leagues we are playing this evening? This is actually our 4th league of the night. It's going to be my last one, I think. Thalia, yep, that one's fine. Go ahead and get my Wall of Roots down here. I think Cobra Sihili should play Force Sphere. Maybe? Ozilist felt with 0 bolts. I don't know. Do we think Bolt is that good? Playing this out also means I can go ahead and do this to try and get a land off the top of my deck, which we do fail on, but I get to go ahead and gain a health here, which is nice too. I can chord for 1 here if I need to, but I really don't need to chord for 1, right? Oh, I can't chord for 1, actually. They have a Thalia. The more you know. Another, yeah, and this is a competitive league, and we've just played back-to-back Leonin Arbiter decks. I say for the record, I had the lowest win percentage with my Jeskai deck since Jace has been in it, and I am truly butthurt about it. That's fucking great. That's fantastic. So this is just, there's only 2 Restos in my deck, and they shuffled there. And we drew a Restoration Angel again, so that's really funny. This is a competitive league, chat. This is a competitive league. Alright, cast this Resto, and remember, your Resto can reset counters on Wall of Roots. And if we're getting Path again, that's fine. I just get another basic out of my deck. So this build's not really aggressive at all, though, Petehead, is the thing. This build's pretty, like, classic, slow, dirtily chord. So I think I like not having... I like a lot of the... Come in for a 2-monitor setup. Probably one of their mid-sized ones is fine. I have their longest desk, but I have 3 screens. They have another path here. We're actually going to be in a little bit of trouble because this is our last Restoration Angel. I really wish this deck list had a 3rd Restoration Angel in it. And we won the game here, but I think I'd like a 3rd Resto overall. Let's grab these. Let's grab Thragtusk. Probably an Aether Vial deck still, right? This Eidolon's probably not very good. I think Spellskite. I guess they're probably an Eldrazi Displacer deck, right? Sparkmage is probably great, actually. If they're a Leonin Arbiter deck, I'd probably want to trim a couple of Chord of Callings again. I need to trim 2 more cards here. Maybe the Spellskite's not good. Maybe the Linval's not good enough. Nah, they have Eldrazi Tempo. They're like certainly on Displacer, right? I'm not going to leave in the Pridemage. I'm just going to leave in a Rex Sage just for utility. Give this a try. We're playing it competitively because I can get a refund. Okay, Anoronics, we're going to do our best. But Anoronics, if I 5-0, then I can't get a refund on my league. The only reason I don't play competitive leagues most of the time is because the skewed prizes aren't particularly appealing to me as a player. Seems pretty good. It's got Birds of Paradise in it. Fetch Stomping Ground, Bird on 1. Opponent mulled to 6 and scryed bottom. Please don't turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer me. Please don't turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer me. I take a refund, more beneficial. Oh, Ancient Tomb. Oh, Ancient Tomb. Do. You miss a land drop here? Money from Watch is the sweetest, right? That's annoying. Okay. Well, confirmed no Thought-Knot Seer in hand. Really cute that they named Birds of Paradise too. Gonna go ahead and play my wall out here. I'm gonna send a message. That message is this bird is doing nothing else. Get in there. Hey, Omaha17, thank you very much for re-upping your Twitch Prime support 2 months in a row. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here, so thank you. Do I even care about this Revoker? I really don't, right? Feel like I don't. Feel like I've drawn enough lands that it just doesn't matter. No, there's only one Kiki-Jiki in this deck. Uno más Kiki-Jiki. Yep. But what year is it? Streaming Wall of Omens and Kiki-Jikis and Chord of Callings. Once upon a time, Kiki Chord was our highest numbers on Twitch, and now we lost a bunch of viewers when we switched to this one. Now I'm really glad I saved this Helix. A real Kiki deck wouldn't have red mana, right? Let's do this. You know, we only love the memes, right? This deck's like a pseudo meme. It's bad enough to be a meme, right? Kinda. Man, who's ready to Kiki Wall of Omens, chat? Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready to Kiki the crap out of this Wall of Omens? I'm ready to Kiki the crap out of this Wall of Omens. me tell you about things that feel great. Kikiing Wall of Omens. Paula Cantillo with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here, so thank you for putting Amazon Fun money towards my channel this month. My opponent decided that Kikiing Wall of Omens was very good, so they retired. All right, we're 2-0. We're 2-0. Wall of Omens confirmed tier 0, right? Beep 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 beep. They conceded. I mean, well, we were casting it, so if you cast the uncastable goblin, it's just winning, right? Just can never lose. One went away from being a real modern deck, right, Immortal? One went away from being a real life modern deck. Sounds okay. It's a little bit slow, but like 2-drop into 3-drop or 2-drop into 2-drop seems fine. Yep. Just like that. Or yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Get out of here. Alright, time to find out how our Hollowed One matchup is. Oh, jeez. Just playing fucking spin the roulette wheel here. We lost both our walls in there. We lost 2 lands in those spins, too. That's actually the worst part here. We lost 2 lands in those spins. You're gonna play Magic Online, you should play whatever format you enjoy playing. Thanks, Edzilla. Glad you're dropping in live for the first time. Yeah, the walls would be very good here, right? Like, they invalidate the Bloodghast. That's true. At least we are not facing down a pair of 4/4s. They discarded just 3 Hollowed Ones in their top whatever cards. Hopefully we draw a couple of lands here. Oh, they have a Delve threat, too? Oh, thank God. Oh, God. Fuck this deck, man. Lands. I mean, I guess that's an answer to another Hollowed One, right? So if we weren't going to draw a land, another path's the best draw. They're going to 9 here. They have... Okay, they're out of Faithless Lootings. We're dead in 5 to this. Gonna go ahead and get rid of this now. I'm like, we would have been fine this game if we hadn't like randomly lost 2 of our 4 lands that we had in our opener, right? Like, we discarded 2 lands to Burning Inquiries, and then they drew 4 Hollowed Ones in, 23 cards, and then had a Delve Threat here. But we're dead. Them's the beat sometimes. Jacob Van Lunen is consistently one of my least favorite people to listen to commentate for Grand Prix. There are a lot of great people that commentate for WotC now, but I just can't stand Jacob Van Lunen. Just like every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, who said that ridiculous statement? It's like, oh, it was Jacob Van Lunen. Of course it was Jacob Van Lunen. It was the last Modern Grand Prix. He was spouting off about how great Blood Moon is for the format and how it keeps greedy mana bases in check. I was like, stop it. Yeah, Rex Sage is great for destroying their stupid thing. JVL, Jacob Van Lunen, yeah, same thing. Once upon a time, he did SCG commentary. There's a reason why he doesn't do that anymore. Oh, yep. Is this hand fine? Doesn't have removal, but it was like Pridemage is like pseudo removal. I like Riley. Riley's like chipper and excited at least. No, don't mind Riley in the slightest. Go read the cards that you just suggested I should have played, Walter Smith. Go read all of the cards. Please and thank you. Yep. Yeah, like, is this even my opening hand? Like, we don't actually know. Dear opponent, please inquiry me. Our deck only has 22 lands in it, but we have 6 mana creatures, so hopefully we could find a land or some of those. Fetch land would be nice, because then we could use Eternal Witness to rebuy the fetch land. So looking for a land or a path here. Fetch land, perfect. So we get Mountain here. I go Witness, get back my land. And then next turn I can go Witness, block, Resto the Witness, get back my land, untap Kiki-Jiki. They boarded in Surgical Extraction. Surgical Extraction is good against Magic cards. You're not wrong. No Bliss, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. I do appreciate that. Welcome. Oh baby, this is one of them. This is one of them competitive leagues. This is one of them. You play Magic cards. Of course they boarded it. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. You are not incorrect. You're just... Yep. I mean, if we miss on a land next turn, this play is very good. We miss on a land next turn, this play is very good. There's one bird in their bin right now. If a delve threat too, yep. Alright, like to draw another fetch land, please. I think we're dead. Yeah, good games, opponent. Lost game 1 to losing all our lands to Burning Inquiry, and then got next leveled by Surgical. Is what it is, what it is. I just really wish they'd unban Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time, because I'd much rather my opponents were delving to draw cards than delving to just, like, kill me with a giant creature. That would be my preferred state of being. It not only is it a 1-mana 5/5, but it's a 1-mana 5/5 that you can't Fatal Push or Abrupt Decay. A 1-mana 5/5 that you can't Fatal Push or Abrupt Decay. So it's better than a 1-mana 5/5. As a 1-mana 5/5 you're able to interact with more often. I think Street Wraith's an offensive card. I think by most standards, Burning Inquiry is whatever. I think it's really obnoxious that Street Wraith's a card that's legal. I think it's just like really miserable card design. I mean, if WotC's of the opinion that cards like Ponder and Preordain shouldn't be legal, then yeah, Faithless Looting's a similar power level to those. No, Cruise Delver wasn't that good. Well, I don't think the Tron matchup is terrible. We're definitely going to need some spells to get there, so hopefully we draw like a Chord of Calling next turn. Path to Exile. I mean, I guess that's technically a spell, right? They're not going to have Tron until 4, but we have literal nothing going on. I mean, we're not losing this game because they're playing Tron. We're losing this game because we haven't drawn a spell. Which, I did keep a hand that effectively had 6 lands in it, hoping to draw a spell, but is what it is. Dig Through Time Scape Shift was sweet. I really like that deck. The sweet combo control deck wasn't just like they have their one of Ugin. At least they had their Ugin in the game where we didn't draw any spells. Holy shit. Oh, jeez. Alright. Sure. Into the beach sometimes. Oops, all lands, right? This is how I want to board. Yeah, Lark's okay because I have Avalanche Riders. Phyrexian Revoker's pretty good too. Board out this last path. I hope they unban some more things. Sure, but I'm not arguing power level, I'm arguing the types of magic that those cards encourage Denim in. cards that let you draw more cards encourage you to play longer, more interactive games of Magic, generally speaking, whereas cards that just put a 1-mana 5/5 into play encourage killing your opponent and playing really short, brutal games of Magic. And I am of the opinion that I would much rather have my format encourage longer interactive games of Magic rather than short, brutal games of Magic. Yeah, this configuration has some good tools against Tron. We've got these Avalanche Riders and these Crumbles and these Stonies. Eidolon's also not terrible in this matchup either, because it makes their egg draws a lot worse. The banner restrict announcement is Monday, right? Yeah, it's Monday. What's going on, Jet? This one will look familiar for you, Jet. How's it going? You've been here a while. Yes, I really hope Stoneforge Mystic comes out to play. I would really like to brew with that card in Modern. I think it's a very appropriate power level for the format. This hand is not amazing, but I think it's fine. Grab a Temple Garden, play this bird, play this Courser. Actually, we can Rec Sage a map on turn 1 too, which is great. Should we buy Birthing Pod before the unban announcement? Weekend getaway in the mountains. Any mountains in particular? Ooh, there's a piece of candy on top of our deck, chat. There's a piece of candy. It's a little bit slow. Turn 3 Stoney's a little bit slow even on the play. And I have Tron. It's a voice. I'm gonna put this into play. This Resto is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I want to just attack for 2 and then pass, right? It's a little bit better against Karn. It's much worse if they have eggs, though. I think I want to just play Resto here. Resto is much better against Karn. There are tons of things in Modern that don't make for interesting games. There are tons of things that are linear and powerful that don't make for interesting games. I think if we banned all of those, we wouldn't have anything left in the format. Deal. I want to draw this voice, yeah, probably. So make green off of here. We're just like never beating an Ugin, right? Not in a million years. So please don't go land Ugin. They don't Ugin us here and they don't have Dismember. We kill them next turn with the Chord of Calling for Kiki. You'll notice that I boarded out all my Path to Exiles when we were sideboarding this matchup. That's because with all of our chump blockers and our combo kill, we generally just don't give a shit about Wormcoil Engine. You can just like use your health total as a resource and then combo them from whatever health total they're at. This deck doesn't win very many games in this particular matchup as a fair beatdown deck. So one of the things if you're going to play this Kiki Chord style deck is you really need to get used to being able to identify what role you're taking in any given matchup. So when you're the control deck, when you're the beatdown, when you're focusing on comboing, etc., etc. We didn't destroy a land by courting for Avalanche Riders, because if my opponent doesn't have a Karn or an Ugin here, we're going to kill them on my untap. So I neglected to disrupt their land that they could probably replace, because I could just try to win the game instead. And if they have land Ugin, they have land Ugin. Like, they don't actually play that many Ugins in their deck. I'm gonna jump all the jumping's good. Give me a big token. They have a Karn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Eidolon on top of my deck. I'm gonna start by casting this and see where we go from there. I'm going to attack Karn with this. Pass the turn here. I guess they have to worry about Ulamog at this point if they have a Tron piece. I don't really, because I could have courted for Avalanche Riders there, but I think taking Karn off the table is more important. I don't know, at this point I'm kind of doubting my sequencing. That's really unfortunate for me. I didn't attack with Courser because not attacking with Courser allows me to chord for Eternal Witness at their end of turn. Now if they have Oblivion Stone, I'm in trouble. Also, again, like I said, it's about identifying what my role is in any given matchup. I don't think I'm winning this matchup, especially when they have a Wormcoil in play, by like nugging them with my Courser. I need to win through unfair means, generally speaking. That's an Ulamog, but they can't play it this turn, right? They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they have Tower, they can play it. Yeah, Tower lets them play it. Brick on top of my deck. So next turn, just like hoping they have nothing here, basically, right? I think that's the line. Just like hoping they have nothing. And then I'm gonna go ahead and chord for 5 here and shuffle away this brick that's on top of my deck and get Kiki-Jiki. Draw. Great, that's a Chord of Calling. Just gonna move to my end step here. And I have to hope that my opponent doesn't exile. They need to have nothing, and I need them to not exile both my restos and the top whatever number of cards of my deck here. And if either of those things don't happen, we lose the game. We have another Ulamog. Walking Ballista, maybe? They have a Karn. I guess Karn is reason to wait on my Chord of Calling. Yeah, good game's opponent. I really don't feel like playing more Magic tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Those are two pretty brutal losses. The Hollow Index really frustrating, and I feel like I took some bad percentage plays and got punished in that league. Definitely had some better lines. I don't feel like playing this last one. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for the night. Peace, folks. Everybody have a good evening. I'll be back on Monday.